With the mercury hitting 110 degrees Fahrenheit and humidity at 98%, the Paco district of Manila at midday was not a place for the overweight. But despite the all-encompassing heat, the conditions were not on the mind of Manny Pincher as he eased himself out of the burdened rickshaw. Weighing over 400 pounds in his boxers, his huge bulk made the average sumo wrestler look anorexic, but his mind was elsewhere as he subconsciously mopped his glistening brow with an already dripping handkerchief. Mr. Chin, the rickshaw driver, heaved a sigh of relief, wiping away an equal amount of sweat as he watched the caftan-adorned Pincher lumber across the road. Chin was in his 60s, thin as a rake and used to students and tourists, even backpackers with huge rucksacks. But the American was something else. He had paid well, too well, really, for the short ride from the Sheraton Manila Bay Hotel. The tip had been a week's wages. Even so, it hadn't been worth it. He arched his back in pain, trying to ease the strain from the half-mile run, and then glanced over as Pincher miraculously made it to the far side of the road without a single collision with any of the numerous bicycles and rickshaws that swerved and veered around the movable chicane, their little bells tinkling in protest. Mr. Chin watched as Pincher headed for a side street. He hoped he'd never see the man again. There was something about him that wasn't quite right, and it had nothing to do with his weight. As Pincher reached the far side of the road, he glanced at the rickety array of abandoned, half-built houses that lay in an uneven row down the street ahead. A couple of them had bamboo scaffolding supporting the outside walls. Seemingly, the builders had clearly been on half-pay when they had constructed them. They were built from wood, and none of the upper floors were aligned with any of the others. He pulled a piece of paper from his pocket and checked an address. Number 6. The details on the paper matched the number on a wooden post leaning against the wall of the third house along the right-hand side. He walked toward it, his garish yellow flip-flops sliding across the dirt of the road, sending up a trail of dust in his wake.